Hey, this is Pranav here, and today I have a juicy one for you. It's not going to be a long video. It's just 4 or 5 slides, but it's going to be quite useful. Wheless is someone that I've got to know since a few weeks or months. He has become like an internet friend, and the more I consume his content, the more I hear about his reputation in the industry, the more impressed I am. The more he grows on you because his thinking is crystal clear. His writing is amazing. He is quite a storyteller, and his insights on IP creation is something that is super useful for soloists and consultants who are trying to build their own consulting business. So let's dig into Wes Wheeler's big idea. If you do not know me, if this is the first video you're watching, my name is Pranav, and I'm on this journey of exploring different big ideas by experts and thought leaders and trying to figure out what about their big idea is powerful and what can we learn from their big idea and what insights can we draw that will help shape our or that will make our big idea more impactful. So Wes Wheelis is the founder at Develop My IP. That's his website. He helps independent consultants develop their IP, DA, and signature services. So these are a couple of screenshots that I've taken from a recent talk that he did. His promise is that your intellectual headshot, essentially, you can codify your IP to attract dream clients. In other words, you can, as experts and consultants, we can translate our unique expertise into shareable visual assets that attract dream clients. What we'll get to eventually is Wes is attacking an old game, which is that okay, just my experience. If I'm an experienced consultant with a specific domain knowledge, that is not enough anymore because you need to take that domain knowledge, you need to take that expertise into visual frameworks because those visual frameworks then convey to the client what you're all about. They convey to the client that okay, you understand their problems a lot more, and they also these visual assets also convey to the client the kind of value you would add and what your process looks like and so on and so forth. I think the most important thing for me as I studied Wes's world and how he approaches things, what I love the most is him walking the talk. The visual assets that I spoke about, he is actually using them for his business as well. And I think among other things, one of the main advantages of using a visual asset or a visual representation of your IP is that it clearly helps frame the problem. If I'm in the audience, I have these multiple problems floating around. They are confusing me. There's just too many of them. But if someone can give me a visual framework and help me make sense of my own problem, then I tend to trust them a little bit more. In fact, I tend to trust them a lot simply because they have done the hard work of telling me what I'm struggling with, and they have given me a reality check sort of, and they're now showing me what the way ahead ahead is. So this is the framework that I'm talking about. So as you can see, Wes has a point of view that when you start your consulting practice, the first set of clients that you have is your warm network. Then maybe you ask for referrals. So you have like, you ask maybe your brother-in-law for a referral. So the first step is warm network. Then there is the word of mouth referrals. But that's when you hit the social plateau, beyond which you do not it's hard to break this social plateau simply because you have not done enough work. You have been simply banking on your experience, and it'll be tough for you to find new clients. You'd probably have to engage in tactics like sending cold DMs and I don't know, spamming them. So to avoid all of that, I think what your marketing needs to do is to reach out to these strangers, because that's when you will be able to build a sustainable consulting practice and you will be able to attract dream clients, because of which or for which you need to have those visuals in place. So I think I love this. I think I am thinking about how I can apply it for my business. In one of my previous videos, I also was exploring Kim Scott's point of view of radical candor, and I think she does the same thing through different framework altogether with a 2 by 2 matrix where she says that okay, if you are in this quadrant, you need to come to this quadrant. If you are in this quadrant, you need to come to this quadrant. So essentially, she is also framing the problem, and this is exactly what Wes is doing. And when I see this, okay, I feel, wow, okay, this is powerful. I need to break the social plateau, and I need to come to a place where I can attract strangers with my marketing. So it's creating that inherent tension. It's also helping me figure out where I am, what my problem is. And it's also showing me, okay, this is what the problem is, and this is what you need to achieve. And I think what I'm realizing lately is that one of the elements of a big idea or a core point of view is you helping frame the problem correctly. Now, I'm not saying that visual frameworks are the only ways to frame your problem, but one of the more powerful ways of leading the audience towards your big idea is by using visual frameworks to really tell them more about their problem. Now, applying it to our 5-step methodology, well, the shared goal is that as experts and consultants, we want to grow our businesses and attract dream clients. The status quo is that consultants think that their past experience and professional network are sufficient to build and grow their consulting practice. That's how usually all of us do. But the problem with that is eventually warm network gets exhausted, DMs feel sleazy, experience fails to differentiate our expertise, and we hit the social plateau. That's what Wes says. The villain here is that my experience itself is a valuable product I'm selling, and the big idea here is that no, insights and expertise that you have derived from your experience is more valuable than your experience itself. So the target audience, the market cares about your insights and expertise and not really about your experience. Transforming your implicit knowledge into explicit intellectual property or your secret sauce will help you break the social plateau and help attract strangers and position you as an authority. So stop relying on your network and experience to grow your consulting business. Start packaging your unique insights into intellectual property that attracts strangers. My personal takeaways from this is that okay, it's at the foundation of your content, your marketing, and also your business. I recently heard Wes give a talk, like I said, and this was the foundation of his talk. So a big idea or a point of view is not just a content gimmick, but something that is at the foundation, that's something that drives almost all the communication in your business. It also helps you design a signature talk, like I said. So I'm sort of going away from the realm of content in the digital world, but also how you approach sales calls or how you position yourself in while giving a signature talk or a conference or whatever that looks like, and frame the problem visually. How can we use visual frameworks like the one we saw to frame the problem which resonates with our audience, and then we can eventually take them towards our big idea. That's it. Thank you.